Good morning. It is, oh my, I forgot water. It's Friday. It's Friday. And my walk today, let me tell you, it was an experience. So, let's get this day started, right? I'm always have a favorite cup. Okay, this is one of my favorite cups. Talking with my favorite people. As I was sitting in my thinking chair, thinking about the things I think about, you know what? Good morning. You know what? Guess what? I was thinking of relearn. That was going to be the day, today's thing. Well, actually, it was going to be like Monday. All week I wanted to do relearn. We're going to relearn. And today I had a blank slate as I was talking with God. I was like, okay, what's today's word? I'm going to do relearn. But if you have something else better for me, I'm going for it. So guess what he said? He said re-educate. Like, well, re-educate. So today is re-educate yourself. Now, when we think of education, we usually think of going to school and sitting down with our books and listening to the teacher, watching what she says, cutting up with our friends. And that was school. That was education. And it continues all the way up to college. You're doing the same thing, cutting up with your friends, and then you listening to the teacher, what the teacher has to say. And the whole thing is about remembering what they told you. And that was, in the early years, that was called education. Now, that type is important because they're, teaching you basics, and they're really not teaching you. They're just telling you the basics, and you're trying to absorb it and remember it. But when I was walking with God, and he brought up these memories of me learning about education, and the Latin word was educo. And educo kind of has three meanings. One of them is to impact or mold, to, I don't want to say force, but to mold. We'll just say it like that, to mold, okay? To shape. Another one is to bring up. And another one is to lead out. Now, there's three different meanings to educo, but the settled upon meaning of this combines all three, which is to bring up from within. So, or to lead out from within. And this is what education is. So understanding that, I want us to educate ourselves this weekend and not go sign up for an online course and then look at, watch the people with our eyes and then, listen to what they have to say, just trying to remember what it is they want us to learn. I want us to do a real education. We want us to re-educate ourselves. Educate ourselves through our five senses. And that's true education. Now, if you watch babies, they're learning, they're learning at a rapid rate. And they're learning by absorbing everything through their taste, touch, smell, sight and sound. Okay? If you ever watch a baby, they're crawling on the floor. So if the floor is cold, they'll do like that. And if it's something hot, they'll experience it and they won't do that again. So, but if they like it, they'll do it again. They'll try to put everything in their mouth. They're trying to taste. They're trying to experience everything that there is everything that there is. And what I would like for us to do on this weekend is to really sit out in nature, or sit in a quiet place, get in your thinking chair, listen to God, what he has to say, but also experience things through all five senses. Don't just watch and learn, but as I was walking, I was watching and listening. Actually, I was listening to a book, and I was watching people, watching cars go by. But what I was really getting from God, he was like, use your five senses. And I did. I was like, man, the air is clean. My house, my house has air, and I mean, it's not the same as being outside walking. The air is crisp and fresh and clean. But when I thought about touch, looking at the different woods, the bark of a pine tree, it's all what you call it. And then, I mean, like bark. But the bark of a oak tree is a lot different. Or even this tree right here, I mean, it's different than a pine tree out there. And then I look at these, that's different than this. And they're all trees, and this money tree is different than that. It's different. In that experience, we're all different, but we're all trees. Well, not we, but they're all different, but they're all trees. And they have different looks, but it's a tree. And you can relate all these things, and God just be dumping stuff on me all the time. But tasting your favorite, just think of your favorite blends of teas. I have Fruity Pebbles, and I love my green tea, and I have watermelon tea for immunity. That's what you call it. But when I mix them together, kind of like I have a fruit punch too. Tea. All of these green teas, all of them are green tea, but when I mix them, I get something totally different than just this, or just that, than just this. I have something new. I have a whole new experience. So on that note, I mean, do use your sight and your sound. Okay? Watch people, watch what they do. Learn from your favorite person, like any kind of mentor, John Maxwell or Earl Nightingale. I I listen to them often, really daily, every morning while I'm walking. But I'm not just listening, and I'm not just watching people as they do things. I'm watching, and I'm listening, and I'm hearing, and I'm seeing with my heart. And that's what I want you to do. Experience all these experiences with your heart. So with that, I don't have a what? Have a truly blessed and wonderful day. All right? Come by.